It's time to take a look at the markets because we haven't spoken about them in quite a few days. We do need to talk about prices sometimes. As you know, on this channel we talk about prices as well. We don't only do educational videos, but of course educational ones is what takes priority. Bitcoin is somewhat starting to recover now. You can see it's 21,300. It's struggling, but it is doing okay-ish. Right, it does seem to have a bit of a resistance here, but of course many factors are different with Bitcoin than they are with the other altcoins, so anything could really happen, right? But remember that we now have massive resistance around 30k, and resistance when it comes to Bitcoin is very strong, let's say, when we actually get to it, because it's just the type of market that's everywhere, right? I mean, Bitcoin is listed on so many exchanges, it has so much influence. And so when it gets to 30k and it hits that resistance point, it's not like with RMRK or Kusama, where maybe it could break that resistance, and that's what we're going to talk about next, of course. RMRK is 385 and shockingly went to 260. I think it was yeah, I think exactly 260, or just under that, maybe. No, 266 actually. 266 was the low that we had, or 263. Yeah, as you can see, we broke past that resistance like it was nothing, because we do have some resistance around $3, but it wasn't huge. And they just went straight by it, right? It's like it was nothing. It didn't even struggle, if you see here, right? I mean, look at this. It was just for a little while, and then it just broke past it like it was a knife through butter. And so it does run with Bitcoin right now. So whatever Bitcoin does, if Bitcoin decides to get all the way up to 29,500 or just under 30k where the resistance is, I mean, RMRK would very well get to that as well. In the sense of the growth, right? Obviously not the price. We wish we'd get to that price, but in the sense of the growth, we could get to that. And what that would actually mean for RMRK, unfortunately, is that the resistance around 410 is really big, right? It's not a joke. It's not like the $3 one, which was not so big here. As you can see, it didn't accumulate for a long period of time, whereas the $4 one for RMRK has accumulated for a much larger time frame, all the way from 12th of May until the 10th of June. Okay, so that's a lot, right? That's like a whole month of resistance that we've got now. And look, you can even see it here when we zoom out. And so to me, seeing RMRK get to levels of $8 is a dream, right? Right now we need to worry about this $4 resistance, and we're getting close to it. So it's definitely one area to watch right now, which is good, because if we manage to break this area, actually, let's see how many sell orders there are. I don't know why this is not loading properly. There we go. So looking at this, you wouldn't think it's so solid. You think that we could easily get past this, right? Depending on the buys, right? If there are enough buyers getting up to 420, we could scoop up all these sell orders here, and then there's barely any resistance until like $5.10, as you can see. So I mean, we could easily scoop through this if there are some strong buys here, if people want to buy a lot of RMRK for a lot of land. Because as you know, the public sale is due to start, I think, in around 14 days or so, and so maybe even less. And so yeah, with the public sale for the land, I'm assuming that there's going to be some more buying pressure, but of course it depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin holds this level around 21, 22k, even 23k, and holds it and doesn't dump on us, then we are in where we do have a very good opportunity here to hopefully break this resistance around 4. But remember, even though we're seeing these sell orders here, which are not too big, right, depending on how you look at it now with the price of RMRK, even if we break this, there's no telling that there's no stopping, let's say, the bots from placing more sell orders. And this is my only concern, because resistance is a real thing, right? And it's a month of resistance we're talking about. So I'm thinking maybe the bots will be placing more sell orders around the $4 mark if we do scoop up this bag here of 7,896 summed up, right, up to $4, because then we'll enter the next territory, which is the $4.10 territory, right, which has up to 10.5k RMRK. And so yeah, we are looking okay with RMRK in that sense, right? It's not too bad here. It could have been worse. There could have been more sell orders, but if we manage to hit to eat these sell walls here, we could hopefully break past this $4 resistance, which is my only concern right now, because we have a month of resistance there. For the downside, of course, if we go back, we're likely going to encounter some sort of support around $3.20. If everything turns out to be a fail and we dump back and Bitcoin goes to 18k again or 19k, then we could see remark at $3 again. $3 had been holding okay for quite a while. It was just unfortunate that it broke below it to 265 here, but what can you do? I mean, this is the crypto market, and that's how things work. Looking at Calamari, I mean, Calamari had this humongous pop here to over 4 cents. I was actually not 4 cents, a fourth of a cent. A fourth of a cent, so 0.0046 was the peak. And it was, as you can see here, people had been waiting for this for so long that they instantly dumped, right? They instantly dumped, especially those who accumulated around this area here, because they got an easy 2x. And getting a 2x in a market like this, in a bear market, is huge. I mean, most people will be happy with 20%, even 10%, but getting a 2x is like, it's a sell signal for sure. It's like, yeah, we need to get out because we're definitely going to be able to buy back lower. And that's exactly what happened here. As you can see, we went down all the way to a tenth of a cent or a fifth of a cent, went down to a fifth of a cent. And yeah, we started to recover a bit, even though the market was dumping, but then it was just too much for KMA. It just couldn't last. And so we had these small little pops to a third of a cent again, but yeah, it's been basically accumulating around this area now. So it's definitely good to see that we are seeing some buy pressure here, but I mean, it's in a mess right now in terms of price until MeriPay and MeriSwap launch. We're not gonna see anything good happen for the Calamari price, let's be honest, right? I mean, it's all just people trading with themselves pretty much, right? So that's what we're seeing here. But when it does get to half a cent again, people are going to be happy. Of course, when it gets to 1 cent, even better. But for now, this is what we have to put up with. Kusama also moved with Bitcoin, as you can see, just like Remark. It went to $57 after the brutal dump to around $44. I think it was $43 it went to here, as you can see. Absolutely brutal dump here. And now Kusama is going to face the same problem as the other ones, right? As the other tokens. So it's going to have a lot of resistance to break through here. As you can see, from early May up until early June, it was trading at around $65. And so $65 is going to be proved difficult to break. We are getting close to it, and so we'll have to see how the market reacts. Can we break past it and move into bull mode again for Kusama and break over $100, or is that just a dream price, a pipe dream, and we just need to wait a long time before that happens? It's anyone's guess, of course, but all I can say is these are the resistance points, and of course the support around $49 here, $49 to $40, maybe $40. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to hold because it's very, very thin. It's unfortunate. Of course, you have to go all the way back here as well, where we had different areas of support from the past. For Kusama, let's go back here to the 12-hour chart. And so here, as you can see, all the way from the beginning, we got to take this into consideration as well, right? We had these areas here which were acting as resistance at the time, and so they were acting as support the last time, but now because we're below them, we are kind of struggling to break past this. So even so, we're at $49 is, as you can see, some area of support. Some area of support. It's not that great, but it is there. And so yeah, I just wanted to cover this in today's short video about the price. What do you think we're going to go to? Do you see Remark breaking the $4 resistance area, or do you think we're going to bounce down to under $3 once again? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.